Hi, welcome back. Now, if you remember, I would say a little less than a year ago, I turned a lot of these ash plates. This is sort of olive rippled spalted ash log that I had, and it's really nice stuff. Now I have a client that I was saving 2 plates for, and now the moisture meter tells there is no moisture inside this. It's a really cheap one, so I don't usually go by that. I usually go by time. I know roughly when it's a year after it should be ready, but this ash was really stable, and now this was rough turned, and I can show you that it didn't warp much, so just a little bit. So I think it's ready, and this will be sort of a test piece. So when I rough turn these, I left this hub in the middle, so I can grab it with the chuck like this, or I can use the screw chuck hole here. Whichever method I like to go, I can. So there's 2 options. So I'll put this on a step jaws, just grab this hub. It's a little different angle for the camera. Okay, that's just the right size. So turn the lathe on slowly, and the speed up. So that's 1200 RPM, and I'll screw this up with a spindle gouge, then you'll find it. There it is. So this will be a quick little plate. So that's screwed up. There should not be any cracks, splits. You can see the green stuff coming through. A lot of color in this. Now something new to show you, and I'll do a separate video on this. This will be my new burnisher. I make the handles, the crown just isn't paying off if they make the handles and the rod. So they will provide the rod and the ferrule, and I'll be turning the handles. So the way I like to use the burnisher is I remove the burr from the top here, and you can just stop the lathe for a second. I place the burnisher flat on the scraper, just give it a few rubs, going back and forth. That will extend the metal past the bevel here, and I'll just find the bevel, raised 1 degree or 2, and just give it a little stroke. You don't have to go many times, so I feel a nice burr, and that should be plenty for a nice scrape. There's been a lot of questions about when the scraper will be available. I'm working on it. That's my next priority, so hopefully very soon. I'll actually bring this down a little bit. It's a little bit too tall of a foot. That's better. Let's see quickly if this is slightly concave. A little bit high spot here. And we need roughly 100 mil for the chuck. I'll just rough this down the recess. I mean, doesn't have to be exact or close to diameter, perfect diameter. I like to use square and scraper for the recess. So that's plenty deep. And we'll get this slightly further down and slightly down. And this transition where I have a little ridge, just put some detail, some groove or something. And before sanding, I'll just use a small skew and undercut the recess ever so slightly. And just turn this up a little bit. I'll sand this a bit. Grit. Grab a little bit of shaving. And I'll quickly finish this with a little bit of tongue oil and wax on top. To get myself new wax. I'll just quickly pop this off, remove any wax from the grooves, and that should be outside nice and quick finished. That's a really stunning piece of wood. A lot of colors inside. You can see the ripples and the olive part of this ash. Really gorgeous stuff. So now we can turn this around, and I'll expand into this small recess on the same jaws. With time I'll get probably bigger jaws for the plates and stuff like this. So now we'll just quickly shape the inside. So same speed, 1300 RPM. We have a bowl gouge. A little crown here. And I'll slightly move this in. This time I won't make it a wide rim. We'll finish it off probably somewhere here. So this is all waste wood, so I can remove that. Before I continue on here, now I can throw this up. Still have plenty of wood. For the rim here, to finesse this down, I'll use the refiner again. And here we have to be careful not to put too much pressure. The ring is getting thin here. So I'm supporting the back with my fingers. So that's quite good. I'll point it in a little bit more. Pleased with that. So the ring here is done. So thin this portion a little bit and just double check where the recess is, how much wood is here. So that's this area here. So that's 5 mm. So I don't want to go much thinner in this portion. See, lovely shavings and dust. So I don't like this on top ridge, so I think I'll bury this ridge a little further down. Like so, that's a little bit better. The neck here, it's usually a little bit bigger, but it should be okay for this occasion. So you saw in the video how I made the outside, and you saw me getting started with the hub here. Unfortunately my camera overheat my phone and just shut down. Why? Not sure. I'll have to deal with that. But this is the plate. This is done plate. Now I said some things in the video that I want to repeat, but first let's just show you this. It's lovely rippled plate with a lovely olive part here. Now I said in the video that, well, in a section that shut down, I have roughly, I think, 30 of these kind of plates, smaller, bigger ones, plates and so on, platters as well. So what I'll probably do is, once the website and tool, the scraper and everything is launched, I'll probably turn those and you'll find these at my website to purchase if you want. Now, in terms of burnisher here, like I said, the crown will provide me with rods and ferrules, and I'll turn the handle. This will be pretty much it. I like this kind of profile, sort of, you know, where the bottom is with this little ring, and this length is just right so I can manipulate and do what I need to do. Now also I've spoken when the camera shut down about the launch of the scraper, my signature scraper, and again thank you very much for all the interest. I still have to you know, bring myself up to speed in terms of the work, commissions and everything, but this will be my priority now, to finish the website and to launch the scraper and the burnisher as well. So I hope in a few weeks everything should be up and running, and again I'll do a separate video announcing on every platform, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook and so on, so you'll know when it will be available. Now probably the way this will work for the first batch, or maybe even the second one, which is quite normal practice, you can imagine, if all of you that are interested in buying this scraper, it will be roughly from 200 to 400 units, so it's a lot of money to make these tools. So the custom practice is sort of to give this on a pre-order. So the way this works, if you're not familiar, you will place the order, and with the money, of course, I'll pay the crown to make the tools. So After placing your order and closing the pre-order timeline, which will be roughly 2 weeks, you will have to wait again roughly for 2-3 weeks until I get the tools made and shipped to me. So it will be process. Again, I'm sorry for delays and everything. Life happens, so I can't do much about that. So again, hopefully by the end of the year you should all have your scraper in possession much sooner, I hope, but I'll give myself a little buffer room. You never know what could happen, as you saw. So again, the way this will work is by pre-order. So you will place the order and buy the tool and shipping and everything, and once I have the tools made, I'll receive them and immediately ship them out. So again, it will be a hectic few weeks, but I'm looking forward to this. This is my signature tool, my first one, and I'm really looking forward to this. So again, thank you all, and please, if you have any questions and so on, please contact me on comments or in email. So my email is in a video, in a channel description. So yeah, lovely little plate, quick and easy, and just again apologize for the camera shutting off. So